top left-hand corner from the team Dream Team Gaming. In the red as the Protoss player. Guys, we've got... Right as I started going with the music, it turned off. Hopefully his luck's not as bad. Ladies and gentlemen, IGNProLeague. His opponent in the bottom left-hand corner from Acer, potentially on the verge of all-killing. Potentially on the verge. That doesn't work. He's just on the verge with a potential all-kill. Guys, it's MMA.
That's right, and IGNProLeague has quite the uphill task because even if he takes out MMA, he still has to go through the likes of Nergio and Scarlet and Dark Hydra and every other player, well, Zerg player, that Acer has at their disposal.
It's probably pretty good. I mean, maybe this is their TVZ and TVT, wow, PVT and PVZ specialist. Too much coffee, Kevin, too much coffee.
It's possible.
We actually got a new like French roast in here.
Yeah.
That is really, really good. It's like the third coffee machine, you know, the one on the right. It's got the French roast, man. It's so good.
You silly coffee drinkers.
The house blends are so mediocre compared to that. The coffee beans, they speak French. I mean, how do you beat that?
The coffee beans speak French.
Well, I mean, look, you're involving them with your tongue, right? So could you say it's a French kiss from a French roast?
You coffee drinkers.
Why? What does that mean? It's like
I don't know.
That's like your people.
I'm
offended.
You people. I've just never been a coffee guy.
How about energy drinks?
Nope. Don't like energy drinks.
Do you have any sort of fake energy supplement?
The only thing I drink with caffeine is green tea. I drink a lot of organic green tea, but that's about it. I drink that and water. Those are pretty much my only two beverages.
Cool.
Yeah.
Probably way more healthy for you.
Well, we had massive quantities of soda growing up, which of course contributed to the weight problems. But since then, I just never got into energy drinks, and I don't drink coffee. So
energy drinks,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. They're really, really sweet for me. Maybe if they made like unsweetened energy drinks.
I guess so, yeah.
I'd be a little more into it.
They just have these weird, sour, bad aftertastes. All of them do.
Yeah,
so.
They're like expired warheads.
Yeah.
Well, warheads never expire.
Warheads are awesome. I love those as a kid. Anyway, so we have a couple of different things coming up from our players. IGNProLeague is already going for a markedly different strategy than what we saw out of his teammates before Master E and Scar, because they ended up going for a very quick 2-gas and did different strategies out of it. One, of course, was a Blink Stalker with Observer build, the other one being a 2-gate, 3-Stalker build into an earlier expansion. But IGNProLeague looking like a little bit more normal 1-gate expand against a Terran player. MMA, on the other hand, command center first into 2 racks afterwards. Yeah,
playing nice and greedy and then going to get his units out. Bunker going down as well to make sure he's good safe here, doesn't get pressured too hard early. IGNProLeague looks like he's seen that expansion... Or not.
No, he's seen nothing yet. Looks like he's going to run up with a Zealot, and actually our first Marine is just now out, and this SCV is running away and delays the Zealot for a while. Enough time for a second Marine to jump up to the front, and that's enough to chase away the Zealot. Yeah, the second unit is arriving. Stalker going to manage to pick off the SCV, but too little too late if he wants to get into the base and do any harass. The bunker is completed. That's right. Let's take a look at MMA's vision, see what he's seen. He has not been able to get out too far on the map. It looks like he was actually chased down here at the top left-hand corner and driven away from the base.
How's the life on that Stalker after his very extreme endeavor? Extreme! That Stalker, man, he's got 2 kills. They're both workers, in fact.
It was the 2 scouting SCVs. MMA had sent out the second one to try and get something done, anything, but couldn't get there.
Every scouting SCV should have, I mean, it's a buddy system. It's like super effective. Yeah. That's why everybody uses it, right?
That's right. Escorts them through the dark corridors of whirlwinds, the shady alleys. MMA forced to use a scan, though. He's lost 2, I mean, just because IGNProLeague had good positioning on where his Stalkers were at on the map, he forces, what, 2 SCVs killed and a scan out of his opponent. So that's very good stuff. MMA wanted to hold on to those for the time being. Now, nothing that weird is actually popping out of IGNProLeague.
No, not at all.
He went for 2 gates on 28 supply, so they're a little bit earlier than those mid-30s you see when players are feeling very defensive. He wants to get a couple extra units out there to make sure that, because he's actually anticipating that there could be something hitting him here in a bit. But with the robotics facility afterwards, this is totally normal Protoss play. Back on MMA side, though, he's just gathering up a pretty decent force, bunkering himself in against any sort of early aggression, and working towards his normal three command center, 3 racks build.
Yeah, this is so interesting out of GGNDL because I mean, if he doesn't go for any pressure here, which is going to be so hard to pressure this, but looks like he's just playing pretty passive right now. MMA goes for the very fast stim here. He's just going to continue to pump out Marines and Marauders. He's got his fast third base on top of this. So, I mean, he's going to be in a great position here in a couple of minutes. And GGNDL, on the other hand, well, he's actually going for very fast Colossus. This could work out fantastic for him. Heavy Zealot, heavy Sentry, and lots of Colossus can be very frightening.
Well, it depends on the variation that it is. You know, I mean, for a while we saw kind of a resurgence at IPL4. So back in about April of last year, we saw a resurgence of the quick Colossus, 2 Colossus build that had no forges attached to it, and it was just get out there and kill your opponent as quick as possible. Yeah. This is not that variation. This is with +1 weapons, so it's a little bit slower. It's a little bit longer pace.
Lances.
Exactly. So that's going to buy MMA enough time to get down and actually saturate his third base and move up to Starport Tech, at which point he should be able to prepare himself with Vikings.
Well, it's going to be a very, very close close timing window, though, because, I mean, I don't see GGNDL going for a fast third or anything like that here. It's going to be a big 2-base push, and MMA, on the other hand, he just dropped double engineering bay, Kevin, and with that double E-bay, he's got, you know, his 300 gas right now, but there they go, the 1-1s. We see a lot of that disappear immediately. His starport's on the way. He's going to want to make a couple of medevacs. This could hit before any Vikings are on the field, and there's a lot of Marauders with this, which is why I say, you know, the Zealot Sentry. If we see a lot of Stalkers with this, well, okay, that's going to be pretty good for MMA, but right now he's only got 2 Stalkers, he's got 2 Sentries with quite a bit of energy, and a couple of Zealots. I'm anxious to see what type of units GGNDL decides to accompany these Colossi with. All
right, Danny's got a couple of observers out there, making sure that no drops are going to hit him anytime soon. MMA actually sends up a couple of SEVs. Where are these guys going?
Oh, they are so going to build 3 proxy starports.
No, he has a disastrously wrong rally point. That's what that is. And I think he's realized it now, but please get that back. Oh, boy. All right,
so a little bit of lost mining time there, definitely, for MMA. But here we are at the precipice of the attack, folks. GGNDL, he's got his 4 gateways just wrapping up. His extended thermal lance, his +1, all completing in mere seconds. He's going to be pushing out with 2 Colossi.
7-gate, 2 Colossi, big attack, as you said. Looks like that starport is done. The first 2 medevacs are finished. He's, of course, started 2 more medevacs because he doesn't know what's hitting him yet, and hopefully he'll be able to cancel those very quickly when he sees the Colossi.
This is so scary. MMA, he doesn't have combat shields. He doesn't have 1-1. He doesn't have his concussive shells. GGNDL, if he can, I mean, he needs to push now, but if he can rush this, he can definitely have the potential to end this game.
Oh, wow, and he actually just lost 3 Stalkers from around the side, so that was pretty good for MMA, but now he's got the second Colossus to deal with. 2 Vikings are started. They're going to pop up here in just a bit. They're about 40 seconds away. It may cause him to evacuate this third base, but basically what he needs to do right now is just hold on. He's already evacuated his SEVs. He can waste a few of those to hold these bunkers for a little bit longer, and he needs to hold this push.
1-1 just finished for MMA. That's going to significantly increase the potency of his army, but these bunkers are falling incredibly fast. MMA needs to hold on here, but he's losing a lot of supply very quickly. Concussive shells, combat shields, all just finished. MMA's timings are completed. Has he lost too much, though, before the fight began?
Well, the Vikings are popping out now. Obviously, they're going to be very useful in starting to zone out those Colossi. Third Colossus was actually started back at home to be rallied into the fight, and a 4th one. I'm a little surprised he expended all those resources, because that 4th one could have been another warping of units up at the front just a second ago. But MMA is going to continue trying to hold this. He's still got 2 bunkers up. He's actually repairing very quickly, and he is continuing to pick away at these Colossi with the Vikings up at the top.
He needs to get that Colossus to the other side, Kevin. That Colossus can't go down, and it doesn't. The Vikings are picked off. The units, though, for both players are melting. GGNDL losing his support for the Colossi is now trying to retreat. More Stalkers coming to join the field, but with that, MMA, you know, he's still got these medevacs here. I think he may have held this. The Colossus count is now so low.
You remember what I said before, though? I mean, he queued up a 4th Colossus. I'm very surprised about that. That's 600 resources that could have just easily been 6 Zealots or an additional 3 Stalkers. You know, something that he wasn't utilizing all 7 gateways the entire time. He could have been able to bring those up to the front very easily.
Looks like that is just an observer going to give him some high ground vision here as GG Andal. He has no outs here. This is an all-in, folks, and he is now moments away. I mean, this game is going to end shortly by all measures because MMA, he's got a third base, he's got upgrades, he's got everything he needs. It's just a question of whether GG Andal can crack the egg before it cooks.
Okay, well, with 4 Vikings up now and just 2 Colossi, I mean, MMA is way more prepared now. He's got an equivalent number of forces. He's still got 2 bunkers, and he's got double the amount of Vikings that he had before. So he's actually in a fantastic position.
Yeah, he really is. There's no going home here from GG Andal. He's just continuing to reinforce. It's going to be a push with his 3rd Colossus, and if he can't do it, that's the end.
Okay, well, we'll see if GG Andal can get up there. He's going to try and push right now. There's Guardian Shield to start protecting the forces as he makes his way up to the front. You can see, though, how quickly the 6 Vikings are starting to go through these units, and a very nice job. He's actually pulling back the hurt Vikings, or was just a bit ago, over and over again, but now he knows it doesn't matter. He completely cleans up those forces, drives all of this away. The entire army is destroyed for GG Andal.
Absolutely. MMA has held it, and it's looking like he has the potential now to get the all-kill here against Dream Team Gaming as he's cleaning up these last few Stalkers. A big thing there. GG Andal not target firing those Colossus leads to the GG.
There we have it. GG is called. MMA completes the all-kill of Dream Team Gaming. Steals 5 wins in a row. 4 of those against Protoss players, just 1 Terran, and we actually had another best of 9 where we only saw 1 Zerg player. And this was Team Acer, and we only saw 1 Zerg player.
Yeah, what?
I'm shocked.
Hey, MMA really showing his mettle here. And, guys, he just played so beautifully, those final mistakes in that last engagement. But I think, from GG Andal, of course, but I think a lot of it was decided when he held that first part of the push.
All right, guys, well, that's going to be all for us tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the show and hope you have a wonderful weekend. We'll be back on Monday with Fight Club. It's going to be Creator Prime, new challenger versus Western Wolf Sting. So, best of 9, we're actually going to see the debut of our newest StarCraft 2 caster there, Robin Tivo, Tim Frazier, as he's otherwise known. So, hope you guys will tune in for that.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we wish you all a pleasant rest of your day, and have a good weekend.